Alright legends, welcome back to the channel. Guess what is back in the workshop? The comp car's back. I picked it up from Dave from 180 Fab. He's been slaving away on it all this time. We finally got it back. It's all stripped now. It's gonna go get painted, the bits that were all cut up. We can start final assembly, wire it up, plumb it up, get it tuned, and get back to racing. So I thought I'd just show you before we send it to paint what Dave's done. No rear window, rear radiator. Obviously this slot is here for the radiator. The pickups for the bottom of the radiator down there. You can just see the winters poking out. This area here is for the fuel cell. And then we've got all the sheeting, ducting, and stuff to get all the air in. So very excited about that. We did wait a long time for the PWR radiator, which we do have. It looks very sexy and looks awesome all in there. So can't wait to get it painted and plumbed. Moving forward, we've got the battery behind the drivers. Not much on the interior that's been done. In the engine bay, we've got some Rex Kelway front tubs. I like the idea of tubs because you're not getting all the dirt that's just flicking through from the front tyre, and always trying to clean your car or keep it out of your air filter or out of your turbo or out of your coil packs or anything like that. So this is probably the cleanest tubs that I've seen. So we got them in. Steering works perfectly with those and fits with the big turbo that's on the 2J. You can see the water pipes going back for the rear radiator. Electric steering, which we've always had. So pretty much in terms of the chassis being cut up, not much change there. It's more the supporting stuff, so mounting the anti-lag, the intercooler pipe in the intercooler, the oil cooler, fans for those things, catch cans, all that kind of nice stuff. So that's where we're at the moment. As I said, it's going to go get the engine bay painted, the rear that's been touched with the welder painted. It can come back and we can start putting it back together. And we can check out some of the goodies that we have on this bad boy. Alright guys, car's back from paint and it looks mint. Check it out. Wally's done a top job. Nice and silver, nice and clean. Matches the interior now. So we're just putting everything back in it so we can get this 2J sorted. Get it in the car. We have booked the dyno, so it is going to be a mad rush to get this all sorted. It's all painted now. So we put the fuel tank back in, the radiator in, and plumb it all up, wire it all up, get it to the dyno, see how she goes. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so it is the next day from what you just seen. Russ and I have just been heads down trying to get as much as we can back in this car as fast as possible. As I was saying, we do have the dyno booked for the 30th this month. It is the 10th now, so there is crunch time. The plan is to get it all done and sorted, ready for next month's high-tech round in Queensland. We figured it'd be the best chance to test it in a national field without the expense of traveling and then having something break or go wrong. At least we'll be close to the workshop, and if we need to, we can get it sorted and get back out on track. But let's check out the progress. Engine's in, gearbox is in, started the plumbing, intercooler's in. So we're going to start with all the lines for the radiator at the back. We'll get all of the mechanical, as in all the moving parts, everything in the car as if it was ready to drive, and then we'll just hammer out the wiring. So me and Russ, front to back, every single wire will be changed. So we've got an EMAP sensor. Wastegate beanie, turbo beanie, 4-port, boost control, anti-lag will go back in there. Just need to make this hole a little bigger. Got our electric steering, some of our Link goodies in there, 180 fab catch can, very sexy piece. So we're going to get some more done today, and we'll show you a bit of that now. All right, so we got some good progress going on. We've got the rear end out, we've painted that subframe, and we've got the Zoo Performance Winners differential going in at the moment. So we got Cohen here, his work experience. He's helping me play with the race car, so pretty cool to be on work experience to get to play with the race car. We've got the gears in it, we're bolting it up to the subframe, freshly painted, and put the arms in, shafts in, and get it back in the car. See how we go. All right, so from what you've just seen, we are back from D1NZ. Epic weekend, but we're back into it now. We're back at the shop, we're back in Australia. Russ has been working away on the S15 while we've been in D1NZ, or at D1NZ. I didn't really do a recap on the last video, but I thought I'd just give a quick rundown in this one. But absolutely sensational weekend. Massive thanks to James McManaway and the JDM Racing team for having Luke and myself out there. Big props to Luke, taking it all the way to the top step. Couldn't be more proud and just really happy to be part of the team, really. From a driver's perspective, and driving in events, going to an event and crewing is actually a really fun experience. Kind of bit less stressful, you know, you don't have everyone looking and hoping and all the pressure's not there, but you really get to enjoy the atmosphere and check out the racing and be a part of the team and help whoever's driving go as hard as they can. So really enjoyable. I highly recommend it to anyone that is a driver, just to go crew for a top team and just get that experience, because it is really enjoyable. Not to mention, you know, hanging out in a different country, you know, getting on the piss with the boys, having a good time, having a few laughs, chatting to new people, meeting new people, and just having a blast, really. So moving forward with the D1NZ schedule, it looks like I'll be missing the next round, which is at Mount Smart. We were planning to go 3 times to New Zealand, or I was, but they moved Drift Week till August, so I'll be back in New Zealand for the last round at Bay Park. Luke and myself did go there back in 2019 before COVID wrecked all those plans. So we'll be back there for the finals, hopefully get some more podiums, have a big party. There's a massive party at Bay Park this finale. And then back in August for the Drift Week. So hopefully get a bit of a drive over in Drift Week, see how that goes. Should be a fun experience from everything that I've talked to James about, so that'll be something to keep an eye out for. I'll be trying to get the content for this channel, and then obviously getting some content for Luke while he's busy, you know, peddling things to the podium. But yeah, let's get into an update on the S15. All right, let's get into the update on the S15. It is booked next week for the dyno. So classic, you know, just go hard, go hard. Let's see what we can do. Russ is back from America, so I've just got him pretty much full time in the shop working on the S15. Well, let's check out what's been going on. The rear radiator's all in and plumbed now. It's also wired in. So I just finished a few fittings on it last night. Radium cell, overflow, torch, fuel filler, breather, into the big radiator. You see the winters just poking out the bottom. So just waiting on a fitting for the winters so we can get the breather and the fill tank welded in. Hopefully Dave from 180 Fad will come out today and sort that out. also need to do the carrier bearing mount for that. So hopefully that'll be done today, and then we can potentially put fluids in this weekend and maybe run it. So Russ has been doing all the wiring. So we got the Link Thunder and the ECU Master PDM is all fitted up. We got a keypad for it, some wiring going in. Should be able to get the dash back in it soon. Engine bay still looking sexy. So the loom that Russ has been working on while I've been away is pretty much done. I think there's one more plug we need to wait for. But boy, is she looking sexy. All the lines are plumbed now. So today's plan will be finish off the rest of the mechanical, start filling it up, and start finishing off the wiring. You know, put the dash in. We can then load up the ECU, get a bass tune in it, and see if it starts. Give us a bit of time before next weekend to tune it, and then make some power. Finally drive this bad boy. Stay tuned.